I've realized that when you're going through a spiritual awakening, when you're elevating on a soul level, when you're stepping more into your true essence, your true power, your true being, that it's not as easy as everybody makes it out to be. It's not all crystals, butterflies, tarot cards, oracle cards. It's more than that. It's honestly terrifying because you're stepping into this role, this person, this being, this consciousness that has always existed and has always been with you and has been guiding you along this path. But in order to fully embody this frequency, this place, you have to let go of every single thing that you knew before. Whether it's the house that you can't afford, your 9-to-5 job, the friends that you thought you'd have forever, everything just starts to fade away, to crumble. And in that moment of crumbling, of loneliness, exhaustion, it's easy to question yourself and to think that you're failing or you're behind or you don't have anybody that you connect with. You have to start to change the way that you act in the world because you realize how disconnected everybody is. You realize how, I hate to say it, but stupid this game is called life. The things that we put meaning and value to hold no more value to you anymore. So you feel like you can't connect with anybody on a deeper level. I know that's lonely, but I think once you can kind of accept that the loneliness, the questioning, feeling out of place, it's actually a very beautiful thing. It's very beautiful to be awakened. Maybe it's painful, and maybe sometimes you wish that you were ignorant and you were still a sheep. But I think once you see through the veil and you see how small and insignificant you are, but also how vast and expanding your essence, your consciousness is, it's one of the most beautiful things in the world. It's a paradox. You can be two things at once: small insignificance, floating on this rock in the middle of space, but you can also be this consciousness that is everywhere all the time, past, present, future. You can be everybody and everything all at once. And so I think once you come to terms with that and you see life for what it really is, things get a lot easier. You're able to move with grace. You're able to act with presence. You're able to fully be yourself in this world. You can do anything. You can be anything. And that can also be scary to some people because you've never been yourself. You've never given yourself the permission to just be, and that's not your fault. It's the way that our society, this matrix, this game was constructed. We're made to live in fear, to think that our truth, our essence, our happiness existed in something outside of ourselves. Because once you know that you have everything that you need internally, you don't need money, you don't need a spouse, you don't need any of that, that's when people lose control over this game. And so if you're going through your spiritual awakening right now and you're feeling like, holy crap, well, why did I start doing this? Because everything is falling apart. Know that is part of the process. And it's a beautiful process. It's a messy process. It's a healing process. And I promise that things will get better and you will start to see the beauty in all things. But I also want you to remember that the process of awakening and the process of this journey, it's never ending. There's always more to the world than meets the eye. There's always deeper that we can go. And I think there's also beauty in that as well. Just knowing that we don't know everything and there's still so much to learn, and there might be things that we never truly understand. But maybe that's part of it. Maybe we're not supposed to understand. We're just supposed to be at peace with, this is the way things are. This is the way things have always been, and they always will be. I think that might give you some peace within itself, because instead of having to search for meaning, it just is.